Hi, I'm Matt Gregg, head women's basketball coach, Warner Pacific University. This is Full Court Pressure Champion Edition. That's right. We've got a couple of champions with us today. Champions of character, not characters, but champion of character. Two of my favorites off of this year's basketball team, Courtney Jackson and Anna Farner. So excited to have you guys with me today. And we're just going to discuss a little bit about our award that we just won. You could say yes or no.
Okay.
Okay. So this isn't just me talking. You guys are going to have
to
join in.
I get it. Okay.
You good?
I can.
Okay. So, Ann, I'm going to just ask you the first question here. Talk about what Warner has meant to you since you've been here.
It was very obvious from when I first showed up at Warner that it was a community. It's not the biggest of schools, so everyone kind of knows each other, which means everyone kind of comes together to support each other. Whether that's in the classroom, the professors aren't just interested in your grades and the right answer. They're interested in your life and who you're becoming as a person, and that really translates over to, I would say, the athletics as well. It's not just about your athletic performance on the court, but coaches and staff all care about who you're becoming as a person. And I think that's really what has stuck out to me is the community environment and how much everyone cares.
Yeah, very good. I love that answer. Courtney, you got the next one. Are you ready? I know this isn't your forte, but we're going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So being part of the women's team, let's talk a little bit about the importance of academic success and how we kind of talk about that throughout the year.
Well, first thing that I was told, like coming in as a transfer, is that school comes first, and that's always been the motto, like throughout the whole season. Like we have check-ins, and we are all on the same page where, like, if we need help in class, we can always reach out to other teammates or to coach or to whoever it is to get help. And it really shows like the importance of academics, like as an athlete, but also in life in general, because we create those disciplines in the classroom that will eventually like move on to other things in our life, like whether it's on the court or in our jobs or whatever else goes on. So definitely a big part and really important when part of this team.
Yeah, and it was exciting. I think the last several years we've been above a 3.0, and this past year we are at a 3.37 as a team, which earned us another accolade of being a Scholar Team of the Year, which was awesome, right, in our conference. So that's always exciting, and you guys are doing a great job in the classroom. So we just won the national championship. I don't even know how to say this. It's a long conference champion of character award for the whole entire NAI. Out of 250 schools, we were chosen for the things that we do in our community. So I actually want to ask both of you. I know I'm kind of putting one of you on the spot here, but I kind of want to ask both of you what that award means to you individually. So we'll start with Anna. Go ahead.
When I first heard you texted us about it, I didn't really know what that meant. I didn't know that was an award, but that news link explaining it was really cool. It meant that what we're doing in the community really helps. Like it means something to people. It's not just us giving up a Saturday. It's us doing something that's meaningful in other people's lives. And I think that this award just serves as encouragement to continue doing that.
And Courtney, what are your thoughts on the award?
I was kind of like with Anna, I wasn't really sure exactly what it meant at first. I kind of thought it was like, oh, it's one of those awards they just give to all the teams or whatever. But like as I started reading more about it, and it was more of like I get to be a part of something that's much bigger than me, and I had the opportunity to go out and really see like the potluck in the park, like see the homeless and how big of an issue it is, but how much that we can actually help when you put forth the effort. And so honestly, like getting the award, it was just kind of like, that's awesome, but like we still have to continue doing it. So, right. But it was really, really cool to be recognized.
Yeah, so speaking of potluck in the park, I mean, that's kind of one of our go-tos. Every Sunday we go down to downtown Portland and we feed 300 to 500 homeless people, which is, you know, in itself, just a big thing that they do. They've been doing it they haven't missed a day for 27 years. During COVID, I think they've been doing to-go boxes even. So they're still trying to help the homeless out any way they can. Courtney, the first time that you went down to potluck in the park, what did you think about that whole event?
I honestly was kind of scared just because I haven't had a lot of exposure to those kind of things. So the first time I was like a little bit hesitant. But after I got down there and I got to see like the environment and how many people were just there to volunteer, like the whole thing is volunteer based and it's, all these people are there to help. And after like getting in the group and being able to do all the things, I was just like, this is awesome. This is great. Like I have never been involved in something like this. And it just feels awesome to be able to give back to people that really deserve it and really need it. And so I really liked it. And I was glad that we were able to keep doing it as much as we did. But definitely a little bit hesitant at first, but really happy to do it.
Anna, what were your thoughts? I know we kind of.
I was definitely hesitant at first just because I didn't know what we were getting into. I didn't know that it was going to be so large. And I think for me, that first experience was a little shocking that there were so many people coming to be fed. And I walked away really glad that I got to be part of something that meant something to a lot of people. It wasn't just one person. There's so many people out there that needed our help. And it was really exciting to be a part of that.
And we go down there, we're not looking for thanks, we're looking to help people, but they are so thankful that we're there, right? I mean, and you could just see it in their eyes. I think people just who aren't around homeless people or they just don't understand, what they go through, but they're humans as well. And we have to have empathy and compassion for them. And I think you guys do a really good job with that while you're down there. And I always hear you guys laughing with them and, doing all kinds of things like that. So that's really cool. Anna, as a member of the team, what are the things that we talk about in terms of community and helping out in the community?
From day one, you always teach us that it's more than basketball when we're there. It's more than just our practices, our games, whatever. It's more than just basketball. And a huge focus is on community and what we can do to be contributive to community, to be positive, and to grow ourselves in a better light and be who we can be. And we always emphasize how important the community is and how important it is to do whatever we can to help them.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's important. And I love the fact that you guys buy in. I think the very first year we did it, there was some kind of grumbling on the way down there. Why do we have to go down on Sunday and do this stuff? But I think since we've been doing it, it's just starting to become just something that we do. And I think that's been a good thing for you guys to really buy into that, as well as, you guys give 100% during our sock drive that we do in February, where we've given over 1,200 pair of socks to the Union Gospel Mission for the homeless. And that's been incredible as well. And then, one of the other things that we do, and Courtney, I'm going to have you talk about this in just a second, is, our I would say adoption with our sixth man, Lexie De Los Reyes, which has just been, she's 7 years in now. I know you guys weren't around for that, but, we signed her to a letter of intent 7 years ago. So she's a super, super, super senior, right? So she's been around with us. So Courtney, what does it mean to have Lexie on the team? And just, when she comes into the gym, what are your thoughts on seeing her on game day?
The first time I ever met Lexie, I automatically fell in love with that girl. She was so cute and she has such this light to her that it's like you cannot be upset if Lexie's in the room because she's always cheering you on. She's always being her best self because she just lights up the room every single time, and she always makes me feel like I'm freaking worth $1 million. And so it's just so sweet because anytime Lexie's in the room, she's in the room. And having her as the sixth man and as part of the team, it's she's always part of the team no matter what. Even when we're traveling, it's we're doing this for bigger reasons. Lexie is probably following us along, or she's gonna be there when we get back, and she's just an extra soul that we need on our team. I think it lights our fire, especially at the beginning of home games where we get to all circle up and cheer for Lexie as she dances. It's my favorite part of the whole warm up. I think it's great because she's such a cutie. I love Lexie. I think she's great.
Yeah. Anna, do you want to add anything to that?
I would just agree that Lexie is such a positive and important spirit on our team. She does a prayer for us in the locker room before we go out, and it's the cutest prayer in the world. And I just think she's such a positive spirit on our team, and I really appreciate that we get the opportunity to have Lexie as our sixth man.
Yeah. I don't know if God really goes with the kick booty butt stuff, but but for the most part, her prayers are pretty awesome. And we obviously we love having her around. Like Courtney, you said, it's hard to be mad at her because even at halftime, sometimes she gets a little goofy while we're, trying to get focused on the next half and stuff. And it really helps, to be honest with you. It helps me to kind of break the tension because she's doing goofy stuff. And I mean, it's just so fun to have her around. And, she's been doing it for 7 years, coming in here with a smile on her face. And after all the things she's gone through with the 12 brain surgeries and she's been in the hospital since September 1st. So, she's just still having a rough go of it. And it's just great to give her an outlet where you guys can kind of bond around here. And I just appreciate you when you come up to her and give her hugs when she gets there. And, I think that means a lot to her soul, right? As well as healing your souls. So anyway, great to have her. So I just want to thank you guys for coming on here today. It's a special award, and hopefully it's something that you guys will cherish as you become moms and that kind of thing, that you can teach your kids the importance of empathy and compassion and those kind of things. And I just thank you guys for coming on, and make sure that you guys are helping with Potluck in the Park any way you can. They're willing to take volunteers, money, and in February, come out to our games where we're raising socks for the homeless. We want to have a record amount this year. Hopefully we're going to have a season, and if we do, it's going to be freaking awesome. We're so excited, right? All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you at practice.
Bye.